Hi, Taurus. Hold on. You're a little crooked. I don't like this. Well, I'll leave it. Hi, Taurus. It is Rai. Welcome back to my channel. If you are a Taurus sun, happy birthday. Today is May 1st, 2025. Currently, as I am live recording, it is 8:46 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, but I hope May is treating you well. If you're not a Taurus sun, I still hope that May is treating you well. So let me burn the sage and let me advise how things will be on YouTube for this channel for the month of May, and possibly so on and so forth. So if you've been tapped in for a while, hold on. Okay, so if you've been tapped in, you know I've been doing the monthlies and I've been doing the full moon and new moon separately. And I had kind of just got back into that because I was intertwining them the new moon at first. However, tired of doing the same thing. So we're gonna cover the moon phases. Like, this is a monthly reading, so we're gonna cover what's happening throughout the month. And I want to do something else in place of the full moon, new moon readings, and I will be doing something else. With that being said, also, there's too many people trying to calculate my next move. So I'm not going to be pre-posting when I go live as well. And I never go live at the time I post I'm going to go live either. So when I go live is when I go live. So just make sure you have the notification bell turned on. Tonight we're only doing Taurus though. Okay. All right. That's all for the announcements. Well, let's burn this sage. Let us pray. And we'll get into it. Hold on. Also, in every sign, we're going to cover this Pluto retrograde transit that's about to happen starting May 4th. It's May 4th through October 13th, 2025. Pluto will be... Hold on, I got my notes. Retrograde in Aquarius, starting on May 4th. So may the 4th be with you. May the Force be with you. Okay, Star Wars. It's definitely been some Star Wars. Let us pray. God, divine source, angels, ancestors, guides, universe, thank you for allowing me to guide Taurus placement or whoever's called to tap in into this May 2025 monthly reading, or if this is watched at a later time. Thank you for divine guidance. Thank you for insight on whatever each heart and soul is experiencing. Thank you for allowing me to provide answers where they have questions. Thank you for allowing me to be a guide and not a codependent source. God, please bless each and every heart and soul that taps into this energy with me whenever they are guided to do so. Allow us all to be divinely guided and divinely led. No weapon formed against us shall prosper. Are y'all smoking or rolling up? Because the way I am maneuvering this sage throughout this prayer, let me finish. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you for divine insight. Thank you for divine foresight. Thank you for divine protection. No weapon formed against us shall prosper. Gratitude, Ashe. Hi. Okay, the music is loud. Let's get into it. But do what you do. This is not made for kids, so you're grown. Do what you do. Hi, Nick. My day is amazing. How's yours? Are you asking the prayer? So I'll be happy to clarify. So when I say God, divine source, I'm clarifying the source that I'm praying to, the God that I'm praying to. Angels, ancestors, our spirit guides, and the universe. That's the prayer. Okay? Okay. All right, Taurus, Spirit, where are we starting? Okay, so for some of you, getting into this month of May, no matter the placement, ooh, the full in the sun, Leo, Aquarius energy. It's interesting because I do feel like you have this energy of ambition within, but at the same time, there's this energy of like being in limbo. And I see, like, I literally see like two worlds, two earths, and it's like one foot is on one earth and one foot is on another earth. It's kind of like you're stretched out, but you're not quite in a splits position. So that's interesting. The month of May, exercise is a theme, flexibility is a theme, the muscles are a theme. Some of you haven't been stretched out in a while, if you know what I mean. Ooh, yeah, the devil. But the body is a focus. I do feel like with this in limbo energy for some of you, because we're in spring, it's a progressive time, it's a time of growth. But yeah, Ace of Cups. But I do feel like some of you with the in limbo energy, you're kind of paying too much. It's like too much outside noise. Yes, we are going through, honey, it's a fucking revolution happening. And as I mentioned before the prayer, there is a Star Wars happening as well. And it will continue to happen. It's just, it's a part of the age of Aquarius. I'll say it in that nature. And it's interesting with Pluto about to move into Aquarius. And Aquarius, here, naughty by nature, that's a Capricorn reading, which we just saw the devil. But with Pluto moving into Aquarius and Aquarius ruling the 11th house, right? But it's also the stage, technology. Aquarians are the humanitarians as well. And with the Ace of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles, it's kind of like whatever, yeah, there's too much outside noise. I feel like you need to turn it off. The devil, I keep hearing just turn it off. You need to disconnect. So this could be in regards to the news. It could be social media feeds. Like, yeah, there are hot topics, but those hot topics literally have the ability to block you, okay? Because they are blocking you. It's contributing to this in limbo energy. I feel like where you feel like you are powerless, you are extremely powerful at this time. You're not giving yourself enough credit. So when going back to the body being a focus and needing to stretch, it's kind of like you have, I don't know if you've consciously done this or if you've allowed projections to consume you with this energy, but you are, yes, you're fixed energy, but just because you're fixed energy doesn't mean it is meant for you to always operate inside of a certain box. Aquarius energy is radical. Aquarius is the rebel. And with Pluto, you know, I do believe that as of today, they teach that Pluto's not a planet. But anywho, I'm gonna honor it as a planet. And it would be considered, it's small, so it's like a small fry, but it's like, what's a small thing to a giant? Pluto, it's a small planet, but it's very, very powerful. Pluto rules generations, tower. So there are massive changes, and you could feel, you know, like you don't have the ability to adapt, but in times like these, for us to be here today, baby, we made it through 2020. So if we can make it through 2020, we can make it through anything. And I feel like May wants to be full of encouragement for you. Like we saw Ace of Cups, Ten of Pentacles. But at the same time, with that Devil and Two of Swords that we saw with the Fool, it's up to you. The Fool is Aquarius energy. Don't feel pressured. Don't allow anyone to pressure you. Don't allow anyone to rush you. Take your time with the Knight of Pentacles. All right, let's actually pull some cards. Three of Wands. And the Hermit. So Three of Wands, you could be, it's interesting because there's like this throat chakra. There's like this push, pull, tug of war energetically. And you are on a journey, but it's interesting. You see this Hermit is moving forward, and we are in the year of the snake. And the snake is in the Infinity 8 symbol, right? But instead of maneuvering past it, he's stopped, he's halted. He's able to see it because he has the light. Okay, it's not the energy of if it was a snake it would have bit you. Like, it's very clear of what's in front of you. It's kind of like that energy, you can't deny it, but at the same time, just because you're aware doesn't mean you're unable to still progress forward and live your life. Like, I don't know, there's an energy of fear that's, yeah, Three of Swords, that's trying to consume you, and you're being asked to combat it. And it's interesting. So Scorpio has a reading from a couple of months ago. I think I recorded it in 2025, but it's, yeah, I did. But it was something along the lines of, when this energy shows up, you need to dispel them. I feel like that's, you need to dispel some shit, okay, energetically. The Hierophant, your energy. Three of Swords is not you, okay? Your Venus energy. The swords should not be in this heart. If the swords are in the heart, something is off, something is not right. And that could be a contribution. And I don't know why we keep going back to in limbo energy, but in limbo is stuck. It's like, you know, you're almost there, but you're not at the finish mark. So you could also be with this Hermit energy. It's giving me the it's giving me the energy of revisiting cycles or projects that you have yet to complete. There's a need to move forward, but moving forward in a way that's outside of your comfort zone. And I do feel like everything around you is intentional in making you uncomfortable to create change. And that goes for any fixed sign. When a fixed sign is too comfortable, honey, shit, tower moments start to happen. Six of Cups. I wasn't trying to go there, but I hear childhood trauma. Yeah, Eight of Wands, Justice in reverse. Whether you like it or not, you are experiencing a transformation. I feel like it's interesting because, you know, time is truly an illusion, right? You have the Eight of Wands here, which is fast movement, you know. Travel is a theme too. There's a lot of planning. There's a lot of wanting to reconnect, wanting to go back. But, you know, we can't change the past. We have control of the present, which creates a domino effect of our future based on the choices that we have, right? But with this Justice in reverse, I feel like you feel like something is owed to you. I don't know where this is going. Let me just keep pulling. Taurus, the Tower. It's like you're being given an opportunity. Yeah, the Hierophant in reverse, your energy, the majors, a lot of majors. Yeah, there's a change happening, whether you're ready for it or whether you like it or not. But going back to time is an illusion. I know I'm jumping, just follow me. Going back to time is an illusion. Even though you may feel like things aren't quite progressing forward rapidly, they really are. You could be... Because the Justice in reverse does contribute to that back and forth tug of war energy, right? But with the Tower, there's something changing in regards to commitments, foundations, and you do rule the second house, which is, you know, how you make your money. So, and it's interesting because the Knight of Pentacles isn't here, but I keep seeing it in my mind's eye. And you have the Ace of Wands here as well. I'm getting do what you can in spring to prepare for summer. I do. Oh shit! Right underneath the Ace of Wands was the Knight of Pentacles. But yeah, with the Knight of Pentacles being here, you think something is not moving slow, but is your timeline based on society? That could be why you need to disconnect as well. I don't know, something's not serving you. It's not serving your highest self. It's truly serving your lower self, and Spirit wants you to eliminate that. That is a focus, and I feel like you're going to be triggered until this is eliminated, until it's purged from your energy. But we need to talk more on Justice in reverse. So let's see. Justice in reverse for Taurus. we're going back to something being owed to you. Two of Cups. So Two of Cups, it could represent platonic connections, romantic connections, work connections. Seven of Swords. I feel like there's deception here. Page of Wands. His outfit is giving, it's like someone, it's like someone wants to embarrass someone. I don't know. But we'll see. This is definitely a face-off energy. This Two of Cups, this is not loving energy. This is like a battle of fucking egos. A battle of feminine and masculine energy. A battle of who runs the household, or whose opinion matters most, or I don't know. Yeah, I just keep hearing you need to disconnect. It's Wheel of Fortune and the Chariot. 3 majors, 1 minor. So, and then 3 of Swords. The more you, it's kind of like you're putting yourself in positions, you know better, but you're not doing better. King of Swords, 3 of Swords. You could find yourself, the cycles, it's same energy, different bodies. A lot of deja vu, a lot of I've been through this before. We're in the 9 years, so reflect back on the 9 years of your lifetime. The 9 years of my lifetime start the year I was born, okay? 1989 is a 9-year, all right? After that, 2007, hold on. We had I'm not about to, but go find the 9 years and reflect back. Something is, I hear very similar. Hold on, I don't remember what this word means I'm about to say, so let me Google it first, okay? Because I'm judging myself. Perpendicular. Hold on. Yeah, perpendicular. Okay, thank you. Yeah, something. It's too connected. And with Justice being in reverse too, next to the Two of Cups, this could also contribute. You know, things really won't move forward in a full force way. Back to the 3 of Wands, until something is eliminated. And whatever it is, you're emotionally connected to it, whether it's past or present, there's an emotional connection. And you, going back to the energy of, you feel like something is owed to you, like you feel wronged in a situation, some of you disrespected in a situation. You could have been wronged or disrespected in a situation, but you holding on to that energy truly is only hurting you and making your heart heavier, which is also why the Justice is in reverse. And it is our duty as humans, no matter what the fuck is going on in the external reality, for us to live a life. Wheel of Fortune and Chariot, with the heart as light as a feather. And for that to be, this card would need to be upright, but it's in reverse. So your heart is heavy. Your emotions are heavy in regards to something. You could feel very, what's that word? Alienated. You could just, you know, I don't know. I don't know if this is like you choosing to disconnect, or people, disconnecting from you. 7 of Cups, there's a lot of confusion. I don't know if this is you or someone else, but people really don't know. This Chariot is giving like their position, your position, where they stand. Are you enemies? Are you friends? Are you lovers? Could it be? I don't know. There's a lot of questions. I hear that song. If there's a question on your 9 of Swords, I just got a headache when I said that. What's that? There's a question on your heart. We always look this up. I can never remember the fucking lyrics. You got it. It don't belong to anyone but you. But does your heart belong to you? Even if you're in love with someone else, your heart is yours first. So there's codependency here. All right. Yeah. Anything else with this? I'm ready to talk about something else. Yeah, 4 of Wands in reverse. The Moon. There's secrets here too. But I don't, this may not be secrets. There's just a lot that's in the unknown, a lot of unfinished chapters, unfinished books, unclosed. It's like open-ended sentences. Like there's not closed-ended sentences for clear yes no answers. I don't know what this is. But we're back to where we started. Yes, strength. But the Six of Cups is now in reverse. So there's a need to have courage and have the heart to push forward even when you don't have all of the answers. And some of you, there's like heavy like information seeking, information searching. Even tonight's prayer was different from any other time I've done a prayer. I said within the prayer, I may not quote myself verbatim, but may I provide answers to questions that you seek. I don't ever say that. Okay, what comes out is what comes out. What God has for me is for me and it's for you and all of that, but there's this energy of force. And yeah, I don't know. Anything else from the tarot before I move on? I saw death, your opposite, Scorpio. All right, we're done here. This could begin in Aries season. Taurus. All right. Let's get into Pluto retrograde real quick. I want to get in. No, not yet. Taurus, May 2025. What's happening? Joyful Muse. Initiation. Again, there's a change happening. You can bet that, okay? Trick, in the words of Trick Daddy. That's a song by him. So even with his name, if you don't like surprises, there's about to be a lot of surprises if they haven't started already. And it's so freaking interesting with this crossing initiation. 5/4 is May 4th. You know, may the force be with Star Wars. So initiation into Joyful Muse. What the fuck did I just say? Yeah, initiation into inspiration. I feel like, never mind. Moving on. Moving on. Taurus. Unmarked trail, revelation, surprise. And jeweled web, connectivity. There's a sacrifice that you have to make, or that needs to be made, or that is being made, however the term fits, that someone is just not ready for. It's kind of like the energy of, this shit is triggering for me, but being snatched away. There's a need to truly be anonymous at this time, mysterious at this time. And really read people and their true intentions. We always hear, right, new levels, new devils. Like, that's a statement across the community. But this is very different. Like, this is, it's like whatever you have compartmentalized, forgotten about, allowed to wither away, it's now like they're showing me like flashes of memories, like what you once what you once chose to forget about, you now have to remember. Like, it's a part of the healing process. But the reason why you need to remember, you definitely do not want to connect. But the reason why that you need to connect, you know, one of the first steps of healing is acknowledgement. Yeah, many mask the authentic self, but it's in reverse. Like, you have to remove the mask. You have to see something for its Ace of Swords, for its truth, so that it can be released. But as long as you try to maneuver within a out of sight, out of mind type of energy, the more that you're going to continue to carry that feeling of emptiness that you currently have in present day, as I'm communicating to you whenever you are listening to my voice to hear this. I feel a strong need to say whatever you are experiencing, it's bringing tears to my eyes, but whatever you are experiencing, Taurus, it really is to purge and bring happiness and inspiration and light body energy to you. And it's not meant to hurt you, but I know it hurts, okay? I can feel the pain from crown to toe, okay? Yeah, but you are protected. Shit, for some of you, this started last year in 2024 in the year of the dragon. However the timeline applies, it's meant to heal you. Okay? You have the wall of obstacles. Ugh. Lay of the land, ancestral wisdom. But the way that it flew over there, honey, you are not trying to... It's like you're not trying to listen. You're not trying to hear it. Literally, you're not trying to listen. You're not trying to hear it. Dream thief, refusal of the call. The ancestors are loud. They are knocking. They could literally be knocking, but they're knocking. And then you have hollow bone teachability. You're like, no. And they're like, but yes. Hold on. This shit is probably cold. Why the fuck are you in my chat talking about free Diddy? You know what? Moving back to the reading. Hi, Pharaoh. Happy May. Okay, so yeah, you're not trying to go through this lesson, experience this journey. But either way, beloved, you're being forced into it. And again, when I say beloved, you're not trying to hear this. But it's a fact. And it's also a statement at the same time, okay? So the more that you resist, the more that you are making things harder on yourself. I do feel like, energetically, you're giving spirit a fucking temper tantrum, Taurus. And what is going on with this lock? And there's a need to really just, beloved, pipe down, calm down, get into some zen. And the more that I know we have the 10 commandments and things, okay, which are derived from the 42 laws, as I say, which is a fact. But when it comes to like the whole, isn't the 5th commandment, honor thy father and thy mother? Hold on, because we're in this 5th month. Let me see. I got a point to make. Hold on. Yes, it is. Okay. So the 5th commandment, and it's interesting, we have Mother's Day this month. May 4th, May 7th, we have 54, 57 here. I just want to call that out. But when it comes to that energy, me personally, I feel like that applies on a spiritual level, okay? Because I'm going to honor the divine before I honor a human. That's just me, okay? Based on my journey in life, okay? It's just different. It's just different. And we have parents in multiple forms, so we know what's right and what's wrong. And God bless. But when it comes to honoring your mother and your father, to bring that, in just day-to-day terms, how you take care of yourself, how you nurture yourself, how you provide for yourself. Do you pay yourself first? Do you really, make sure that your needs are met before your wants are even fucking considered? Like, there's a need, what is that? Prioritizing? That's the word. Yes. Prioritization in a healthy way. The mother that you always wanted, or the feeling tones or acts that you wanted from your mother coming up that you didn't experience, how can you give that to yourself as an adult? Same thing with the father. The same energy applies, feminine, masculine energy. When we can really nurture ourselves, that's divine feminine, divine masculine, and that's honoring the mother and the father, okay? What everybody else be talking about, I'm not fucking with it, but that's just my perception, okay? That's raised inspiration from me to you, okay? But you know, take your belief system however it resonates, whatever the case may be. But there's this energy of like going in one ear and out of the other, and there's a need to attain the knowledge, attain the communication. Why do I see it? That's viable, right? Viable is V as in Victor, IABLE. That's viable, right? I just see it like on a billboard, but the word, like I don't hear, I just see it. So it's viable information. Hold on, what the fuck? Let me see. Can we just say valuable? Hold on. Capable of working successfully, feasible. It's viable information. Okay, let me just rock with the spirits. Okay, I need my charger. Hold on. Okay. So I feel like really towards, as I clean this up and move on, there is a need to really get outside of yourself. I don't want to fuck nothing up. I'm going to leave it alone. You get outside of yourself and really, you know, I'm seeing like they're showing me roots expanding in the earth, like from a tree, but it's like you need to become deeply rooted with spirit. Like you can have such a blissful life. Like it is possible throughout the fucking chaos, okay? You know, again, if you made it through 2020, you can make it through anything. Obstacles, sacred contract. It's like a North Node versus South Node battle for you. I don't know, but Pluto in Aquarius is about to help you because it transitions. I mean, yeah, it starts May 4th. Literally, this card popped out. Pluto in Aquarius is going to help you. Okay. Okay. Speaking of, let's see what the theme is for you. How long is that? It ends October 13th. So what is that? June, July, August, September, 5 months. You'll be seeing 555. Pluto in Aquarius for Taurus placements. What's the theme? No, it's okay. I just see free Diddy. Like, it's interesting though because I don't know what the fuck is going on with him. I'm not tapped in. I personally, it's none of my concern. But I mentioned him earlier. Why did I mention him earlier? I mentioned him at work actually. Why? Oh, because of day 26. Day 26 was Diddy's group. Was a concert I went to. Yeah. So day 26 came up, and that's why he came up. And yeah, anywho, moving on. Taurus, Pluto, and Aquarius. Okay. Y'all are funny. That laugh came from my stomach, honey. Taurus. Let me just see. Anything else before I even show you this card? And that's fucking hilarious. You remember this song by... Oh, you remember the song by, what's his name? Avant. Don't say no, just say yes. That's... Okay, let me tell you why I'm laughing. So we just had that whole conversation, and you had initiation, the crossing, right? Hold on. I hope I don't fuck this up. Why is it so dim? Okay, anywho. So we're clear. I said as ending that Pluto in Aquarius is going to help you, right? So this spread is about Pluto and Aquarius and your theme. Your first card, 14, which breaks down to 5. 14 is temperance, the angels, the ancestors. You have initiation in reverse, okay? Initiation and the Count Saint Germain. Like, you are not trying to do it, hear it, maneuver in it. It's a no for you. But all of that energy is hindering you. You're now I'm understanding the in limbo energy even more. You're being very bullheaded right now, Taurus, okay? You're being very fixed right now, okay? And this is the time to expand outside of your element. You should watch The Fifth Element, okay? Actually, everybody should watch The Fifth Element this month as a reminder, okay? I just feel like everyone has their own individual reminders, but you should watch it. And if you never watched it, tapped in so you can see something, okay? But yeah. Oh, let me put this back in reverse. You also have the King of Keys, and you have Archangel Raphael. So it's interesting because with King of Keys being here on the horse, it's giving me like wanting to like negotiate, or you got a counter offer, okay? But this is bigger than humans. This is bigger than earthly matters. Yes, humans and earthly matters are involved, but it's much bigger than that. You also have Archangel Raphael here, number 8, the healer, okay? So you have a divine assignment. You keep telling God no, and now it's like, okay. It's kind of like the energy of, we try to do this the nice way. We really try to do this the easy way. And I'm seeing that through your swords. And you probably like, Ray, this shit ain't been nice. It ain't been easy for some of you, not all of you. Because perspective is everything, and it'll change your motherfucking life, okay? And depending on your perspective, you could be experiencing, your atmosphere could be very dark. And a perspective like me, your atmosphere could be very, very light, very healing. But it's like, the angel on one shoulder versus the devil on the other, and it's like you're playing with the devil, and that's a very dangerous game. So instead of it's like the initiations, it's not, no, I'm sorry, the cycles that you, it's good. I hear the flesh is weak, but I'm getting that energy of, you wear your emotions on your sleeves. So because you wear your emotions on your sleeves, and that flesh is weak energy, you have this, it's like you create this anchor with people, okay? Places and things and shit, even fucking habits. I don't fucking know, okay? We all got our vices and things. I definitely fucking got mine, okay? But there's this anchor that's created, and I don't want to say it's something that you're viewing as healing, as toxic, because it feels toxic. It doesn't feel healing. It feels codependent. It feels like, honey, if I can't, honey, like, this is like life or death. Like, it feels very intense. Like, this is some shit I've been here before, so I'm really not judging. And honey, you got me fucked up in this day and time. But I've been here before, so let me go back. Let me. Whew. This was like my 2007 era, for real. This energy that I'm speaking of, this was that for me. I don't even want to go back. I don't want to go there. We should never go there. But it needs to be discussed. So let me go back. Let me take my own advice. Let me input my Taurus moon into this conversation. So when I was in that energy, if I think about it, I definitely used my body as a weapon, okay? I definitely did. Once I realized I could, I utilized that to my advantage. I did. However, I was using and I feel like I've said this before, but I was using my body as a weapon to obtain love, At least that's what the fuck I thought. And that's what I was telling myself, okay? But honey, I was in illusion and delusion and fucking confused. That was another time, okay? Truly another time. And the reason why I was in that energy, like I had a lot of trauma, and not to blame it. Like, I don't like to blame things on my trauma. I like to blame it on the rebellious aspect of myself. Like, if I was told no so fucking much. So it's like, for me to be an adult and be able to make and move in a way to make my own decisions, and to be told no when I have some form of control, anybody that did that had me fucked up, and it wasn't going to be no until it was a no for me. Okay. And then honey, we don't need to go deeper, but that's just, a piece of it. Okay. Truly, it's a piece of it. But with you, and you may be able to relate, it could be something else for you, but it's like this King of Keys, there's this bargaining energy, and there's you. What does he have outside of the horse and himself? You're gonna give away the fucking horse? Okay, but what if you have to travel fucking 1,000 miles? Okay, you gonna walk those 1,000 miles like the song, or you want the horse to help you? So there's a need to. This is not the time. It's like, you want to bargain, Taurus. You can do all of that. But look at me in my eyes, you will lose. Against God, you will lose every fucking time. So don't say no. Just say yes. And don't become so fixed within your energy that the universe has to make an example of what the results and the consequences are for saying no. Okay? It's like when you are called, answer, and honey, spirit is calling and you not fucking answering, okay? But let it be a bitch, but let it be a nigga, That's very fucked up, okay? But then when you're in need, you want to pray and get on your knees and call to God. I don't like stuff like that. I don't like it. Spirit doesn't like it, and that's not okay. So I hear clean up your act. So Pluto in Aquarius is helping you clean up your act and get your shit together, okay? Yes, two worlds, going back to like 1 foot on one earth and the 1 foot on the other earth, that in limbo, but you're not quite doing the splits, okay? I don't know. Looking for love in all the wrong places. Queen of Roses. Okay, you know what? I'm done with that. Moving on. Where are we? Oh, we're good. What else is happening for you? No. After this, we'll get into the moons. So your energy, bullseye, focus. Okay, yes, it's time to focus. But it's like you don't have. Whatever this is, there's a need. Yes, this is an initiation. Yes, this is a new beginning. Yes, things are coming up that could be painful. It could be past trauma. But it's coming up so it can be acknowledged, so it can be purged for just new energy. But it's like your mindset, again, perception is everything, and it really will change your fucking life, okay? But with that, the perception that you have, it's like every time you start a new journey, you may view it as tedious. For instance, moving, right? Baby, don't nobody like to fucking move, right? Like, if we're just keeping it 1,000, nobody likes to move, right? However, we are aware of that. And why? Okay? Why? Why are you not excited to transition from one space to another? Whether it's downsizing, at least your ass is not under a fucking bridge, okay? And if you are under a bridge, God bless you. And if you're under a bridge, but you watching me right now, there's a need to reprioritize for real, okay? But however, even if it's sleeping in your car, at least you have, honey, there were times I chose to sleep in my car because I just didn't want to deal with somebody else's rules, all of that shit. Like, bitch, I'm grown. You got me fucked up, okay? I am a Leo. Don't try to fucking, if I don't want to be tamed by you, you cannot fucking tame me, okay? That's just how it is. But, that wasn't always, I wasn't always like that. I wasn't. I was a yes bitch because I was looking for love in all the wrong places. But it's like going back to that moving energy. Why? It's like, you're leaving one energy. Okay, yes. It may have irritated you, it may have frustrated you, but you're excited to get out, okay? I've never watched the whole movie of Get Out, but I'm just saying I see the Get Out. But then it's like you are initiating, okay? AKA initiation. You're initiating a new journey and energy of, I don't like doing this. It's complaints, dissatisfaction, baby fucking negativity. Okay, honey, you get a fucking new car, the fucking gas prices go up, now you mad. Like, why the fuck are you always mad? It's not funny. But there's a need to be mindful of that, because it's like, yes, you prayed for this, you get it, and then God blesses you and you fucking complain. And then we go back to being in limbo energy. So again, don't be the example. Bullseye focus is still on the bottom. You have evil eye protection in reverse, Taurus. No, I be having to remind myself that too, okay? This energy is not mine. Somebody is projecting, okay? Somebody is trying to rain on my goddamn parade. Why can't I just be happy? I'm gonna finish reading these comments, because these cards, Taurus, what is happening? Tree ancestry. What? How do you say this? Labyrinth? Yeah, I said it right. Journey. Okay, hold on. Hi, Ray. I love you too, but what is your intention with saying that, okay? And that's another thing. You don't have to, let's talk about love for a second. You actually got the fucking card, so let's talk about love. And I've said this when I was going live on Instagram, but I don't be doing that no more. So we're going to talk about it here. So when it comes to love, right? Y'all be on some, we got to be in love, which is it's a very immature mentality. It's an immature perspective. I'll say that. It's an immature perspective, because when you really think about, God's love, the universe's love for the Christians, because the Christians be in these motherfucking comments judging the fuck out of me, okay, but love to watch and listen, okay? And judge not lest ye be judged. So, but I'm going to talk, okay? But I know you're here. Anywho, moving on. We are supposed to be like Yeshua, okay? Love, a being of love, doing what we can, where we can, okay? Utilizing our power for good, okay? For good. If we want to manipulate some energy, how are we manipulating for good, okay? When I say that, I'm referencing the fucking when Jesus fed the 5,000, okay? In this month of May, 5, okay? So, yes. And when it comes to love, you don't have to know someone to tell someone you love them, okay? What is love? When you have to know someone to tell them you love them, that is, what is that? That's consistent transactional energy, okay? It's disingenuous. The root of it is disingenuous. You may not perceive it that way, but baby, the root of it is disingenuous, okay? We don't need no fucking ads. Hold on. What's happening? Okay. I'll go a cappella right now. But when you feel like it's like, I don't fucking know you, are you on some weird shit? Now, people do be on some weird shit. That's why I have to ask intentions, okay? Because, honey, people are fucking weird right here. I just gotta say it that way. People are some weird ass motherfuckers out here, okay? But ultimately, if you are a light worker, or you claim yourself to be a child of the divine, the most high, child of God, however you want to, put a label on it. Or if you call yourself a healer, or whatever the case may be, you like to pour into people, you like to speak life into people, then that means that you are a soul that should naturally be able to be like, I love you, God bless you, whatever, or God bless you. I'm really trying to stop saying bless. We should not be less. We should be bliss. But yeah, etymology of words. But anywho, there's just a certain frequency that comes with that territory, and that agape, unconditional love is being able to say, baby, I don't know you from a can of paint, but love is love, okay? I would hope that you have prosperity, okay? Even if you're a fucked up person out here. And honey, I have been a fucked up person out here. I have not always been someone that someone could look to for advice and shit, okay? I was a thief. I was a liar. I was a bit promiscuous. But I can't say that because, honey, my ass was always in a goddamn relationship, okay? I don't know. I could be judged, okay? So I'm not here to judge, but seriously, it's like, are you genuine, or are you just operate as a transaction? And with evil eye protection, if you are transactional based, it's like, you can't just give somebody something without expecting something in return. That's a transaction. That's why, you want to take it to the Bible. The Bible says give without the expectation of return, okay? That's unconditional love, okay? And if you don't have it to give it, why are you giving it? And if you don't have it to give it and you are giving it, that's usually the root of people pleasing. Like, the root of something, the seed of something is unhealthy. And you're wanting to grow that energy deeper into the earth. And you are earth energy. So Spirit is trying to pull that shit up, okay? And literally plant new seeds that are healthy and that could be, deeply fucking grown to the core of the fucking earth. And you and your ancestors can be fucking deeply rooted in light body, okay? The heart is as light as a feather. The fucking balloon is floating in the sky. But with this evil eye protection in reverse, it's like you are evil eyeing yourself. The roots, your perception is an evil eye in itself. Your complaint is an evil eye within itself. And I make everything that deep because it really is that deep. I don't, when people say, you are judged in the afterlife, or if you believe in the scales and the 42 laws and the Maya energy and the Anubis energy and all of that, like that, it is that deep. Truly, okay? So I'm gonna go there every time. Anything else? Let's get into these moons. All right, first moon we have is the Scorpio full moon on May 12th. See what the Scorpio full moon, your opposite, is doing it for you. How are the moons working together for Taurus in May? What is the overall achievement for the full moon and the new moon? What is the overall goal? I love this. Well, the overall goal of the full moon in Scorpio and the new moon in Gemini that we have in May is for you to balance spirituality and practicality, okay? The practicality is not the issue. It's the spirituality, as we have been discussing, okay? This full moon in Pisces, that Neptunian illusion energy got your mind fucked up, okay? A new start is coming. New moon in Gemini. Hold on. The new moon in Gemini is on May 26th. See, we was talking about day 26. Yeah, you need to relax. Please, going back. The new beginning does not have to. Please, baby, take a chill, relax. Okay, so I love this. The full moon in Scorpio, you have full moon in Aquarius. But it's given that Pluto and Aquarius energy, but you have show the world the real you. So I feel like it's time for you to talk about some things. When my throat chakra was doing that weird ass shit, it's time for you need to shake the room, okay? Somehow, some way, speak about it. You're hiding something. But again, I did mention there's a need to be mysterious, right? and yes, I still stand by that 100%. But there's also something Aquarius has to deals with the collective. So there's something that you are being asked to pour into the collective, okay? And with the new moon and Gemini energy, you have take time to breathe out, disseminating moon. So I feel like there's a lot of plans that are changing for you unexpectedly. There's a lot of surprises. That's what I'm going to title this, surprises, because I feel like with balanced spirituality and practicality, there's this I don't know, I'm keep being drawn back to your perception of all is well, and no the fuck it's not. It's not. What else do the moons have to say? It's a lot of Pisces energy here. Your hard work is paying off, new moon in Capricorn. Expect powerful change. Meditate and contemplate. When did eclipse season start? It started in March, right? I don't remember, but that's connected to this. I mean, we do have new moon eclipse, but going back, if it started in March, May would be like that 2 month, and I'm going back to that Two of Cups and that face-off energy. So I hear money bag, yo, you played. So I don't know, like, if this is like playing with time. Again, we've been talking about playing with spirit, playing with energies, just not taking certain things as seriously as you need to, especially your spiritual practice and self-care. My right ear just started ringing. There's this take time to breathe out. I feel like God is about to shut shit down. Your ancestors are about to shut shit down for you to sit down and listen and connect, meditate and contemplate, okay? There is an illusion that's being broken. That might be your title too. And once an illusion is broken, you're going to take a leap. Like the way this goat is jumping forward, your hard work is paying off. Like, it's like something is going to be, it's like your breaking point is coming. Yeah. And that breaking point could be the word caveat for you showing the world the real you balancing spirituality and practicality, you being able to eliminate the outside noise to actually relax and connect and be one with the divine. You're not one with the divine. There was a point in time where you were, but there's a distraction that needs to go. Or there was a promise that you made that you didn't keep, that you're now being called to keep. However it fits, okay? Yeah, you have nothing will come of this situation in reverse. Again, some shit is about to change. And it's like everything is working together to push you out of your box. What card is this? Oh, I didn't even know. It was here the whole time, but it's for you. Never give up. I hear never too much, never too much. All right, let's bring this to a close. Let's get your advice for May. Out of here. Actually, yeah, let's get your advice for May. I was gonna do something else, but changed my mind. And Spirit said no. So we'll keep it pushing. What do you have to say to Taurus for May as we bring this to a close? You have the Three of Earth, which is the Three of Pentacles. The power of creativity, recognition for very high quality work, be a team player. So going back to the Hermit card that you had at the beginning, yeah, you could be the smartest in the room, but it doesn't mean that you cannot give someone else a chance. It doesn't mean that you have to be... I don't like arrogant leaders. I really don't like arrogant leaders. And as a Leo sun and a Leo stellium, and including a Leo south node, okay, it is very, very important for me, no matter how far I'm allowed to go in this life, no matter who knows, however I'm connected. It is very important for me to be graceful and humble throughout this entire experience and elevation, because I know what it's like to not have it, and to become so arrogant and so, what's that word? Some of you are very vengeful and vindictive. I was combining vengeful and vindictive, but those are two separate words. Anywho, but yeah, I don't know, to be a team, like literally team players in quotations. Do you see this? So, and it's like, even if you know that your shit is better, or honey, you're the best in the room, keep that shit to yourself. You don't need to, I don't know. The energy speaks for itself, and there's a need to really be, I just hear graceful, modest, and humble. And, a lot of people, if you're like me, only God can humble me, dead ass. But at the same time, with maturity, you can humble thyself, all right? And then you have on the bottom, 9 of air. Thank you, God. Expecting the worst, self-fulfilling prophecies, sleepless nights. So again, you're keeping yourself in limbo energy. When it comes to new beginnings, it doesn't have to, like, you're starting in negative energy. Eliminate that. And the last card, this one. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, last one is Two of Pentacles. Too much going on at once. Again, it's a lot of outside noise. The need to make a decision. Consider a more playful approach. So, expecting the worst, self-fulfilling prophecies. Consider a more playful approach. Stop taking shit so seriously. Split the deck to the 9 of Cups. Your wishes come true. Concerns fade away. If you want to love life, learn how to love yourself properly first, okay? I love you. God bless you. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Hi, Cherry. Oh, hold on, Ray. My bad. No, you're good. You're good. You're good. My apologies. Bye, y'all. Okay, I love you. Have a good night. I will see y'all tomorrow night. Again, I'm not pre-posting, so turn on your notifications. When I go live is when I go live. Actually, I'm going to show you this card first, and then I'm going to close it. But you have 20. This is really the Judgment card. Archangel hold on. How do you say this? I don't know this Archangel. Archangel Jeremiel. It's Jeremiel. Is the J silent? Airmail? I don't know. But it says review and evaluate a favorable assessment of the facts. Time to move in a new direction. Okay, we didn't say it like 5,000 times. Again, initiation energy. Okay, I love you. Bye. Bye. Good night.